Hello YouTube, how's it going today? It's the Professional here today, and today we are reviewing the Barrage, this kind of new Jeep off-roader. Let's take a look at this thing. Let's see exactly what this has to offer. And this is a new kind of vehicle because it doesn't really compare much to the Insurgent because this one has two turrets, unlike the Insurgent which has one. So I'm kind of interested in this vehicle and what it has to offer. Let's take a look at it. Now, it's also pretty cheap, 1,595,000. So starting off, I wanted to say you do not need an Avenger in order to customize the Barrage. You can just use an MOC or Mobile Operations Center if you already own one from gun running. Now then, onto the Barrage. The Barrage is a new 4-seater assault buggy. This compares mostly to the Insurgent Pickup Custom, the Technical Custom, and the Night Shark. So it's kind of another assault vehicle that they added car that has a turret on it. But what's unique about this vehicle is this vehicle actually has two turrets. On the rear, you can have a grenade launcher on the back, or you can have a 50 caliber machine gun or a minigun on the back, and on the front you can have either a 50 caliber machine gun or a minigun. The car has an interesting design in that it has a lot of plates that you can add, and these plates they'll protect the sightings of the car. And the front plate, they'll protect you from side attacks, but not completely. The window on the thing is pretty much useless. This window that you guys see me customizing right now, whatever you do, do not put that on. That's probably the stupidest feature of this car. The reason the window is so bad is because when you put the window on, it does not do anything to stop bullets, so you're pretty much exposed still. And not only that, but the window will actually prevent you from shooting. So whatever you do, do not put the window on this thing when you customize it. I don't know why they put that window in if it's not going to offer any bullet protection, and it's just going to hinder your ability to shoot out with your SMG or your pistol. So whatever you do, don't put that window on. Now moving on, this is one of the most customizable vehicles that I've ever seen. As you guys see, there's just so many things to customize them, but majority of the things on this are just cosmetic. They're not really like anything that'll affect the vehicle except the turrets and the speed upgrades. But other than that, this vehicle has a lot of cosmetics. So if you're that kind of guy where you like to really customize your car all the way, this will be the perfect car for you. Now let's test this out and see what this vehicle is like exactly. So the first thing I wanted to say is that you can use this vehicle in Heist. That's right, you can use this vehicle in Heists. Unlike the majority of the Doomsday vehicles, which you can't use in Heist. Ironically, when they came from the Heist update, you can't use the majority of them in Heists. But you can use this one in Heist. And I can see where this vehicle would be able to help out, especially in missions where you have to clear it out. Just keep a distance because your gunner can get shot out easily though. So I wanted to record a speed test to determine exactly how fast this vehicle was, and I decided to test it against its competitor, the Insurgent Pickup Custom, a similar vehicle. And we did the test on the runway at LSIA, and it turns out that the Insurgent Pickup Custom is actually a lot faster than the Barrage. I didn't expect this. I actually thought that the Barrage was going to be a lot faster, and the reason I thought that was because the Barrage had a lot less armor and did not weigh as much as the Insurgent Pickup Custom, but I was proven wrong. So if you want a vehicle similar to the Barrage, but you want fast speed, I would get the Insurgent Pickup Custom. Now moving on, about this window that I mentioned to you guys earlier, you have the option to put on two side windows, and if you do, you will not be able to shoot out the side. But if you take the window off, you will be able to shoot out with your pistol or SMG, but if you put the window on, it won't protect you from bullets, so I don't know why they put this window on. Don't put the window on. Now moving on here, I figured what would be the best job to do this vehicle in, and I kind of figured it would kind of be Headhunter because I guess you move around and you blow targets up. The better vehicle to use for this kind of job would be a helicopter, but this vehicle is still good because, like I said earlier, it can be used in heists, and you can drive around this vehicle pretty quickly. You have two turrets on it so you can clear areas out, but no, the back turret cannot be turned 360, only the front turret can. So while we are clearing out the targets in this and we are doing pretty well, we could do this still a lot quicker with a helicopter. And the gunners on this thing, they're pretty exposed, as you guys see. I mean, usually most gunners on these vehicles are kind of exposed, even on the Insurgent Pickup Custom. But vehicles like the Insurgent Pickup Custom, they offer protection for their gunner, and they offer a back padding for their gunner that protects them from being shot in the back. This one really won't do that. These gunners are really exposed, so these gunners could easily be shot out by NPCs or even players. Even on a free aim lobby, these guys could get shot out easily. These guys could easily get sniped out. So while this vehicle is powerful that it has two gunners, these guys are very easily exposed. But we still managed to complete the job, and we completed in 6 minutes, but it would be a lot more effective if we were using a helicopter. So let's talk about weapons now. The most unique weapon on this vehicle is the grenade launcher, which can be mounted on the back. And this grenade launcher fires a decent pace, not as fast as I was hoping, and this test is sped up to save time. But fortunately, this only holds 30, and when it's out, it's out. I wanted you guys to see something before you decide on purchasing the minigun on this. The minigun, even though it can fire more shots off, it is not necessarily stronger than the machine gun. Here's a test example of me shooting at the jet. Look at how long it takes me to blow up this park jet. Now, let's take the default machine gun. Let's look. How long does it take me to blow up the same jet? Let's see. A lot quicker. And if you don't believe me, here's an example of a Titan test. Now look at this. Look at how long it takes to blow up the Titan with the minigun, and compare it to the machine gun. Look at this. Look at that time. Now let's do the machine gun. Let's see, will it take the same amount of time? Nope, so the machine gun is the stronger choice here. So let's talk about handling on this vehicle. This vehicle handles pretty well off-road, so if you want a good off-roader, and a lot of people told me they wanted the Night Shark for this, get this instead, because at least this has a gun on it. And the tires are good for off-road, and the fact that the tires are a little higher makes it perfect, but because the tires are a little higher, you can get caught in certain rocks and go flying, so be careful what you hit. And additionally, if you drive this car at a wrong angle, you can knock out all the gunners and possibly kill them, so be careful not to flip this car. Now, talking about damage resistance, there is a front plate on this vehicle that will protect you if you are getting shot from an angle, but will not protect you from the front or the sides, which are still very much exposed. Now, discussing the explosive sniper, this vehicle will take a total of 12 explosive sniper rounds. Pretty impressive for such a small vehicle. And in addition, it will take a total of 5 RPGs, which is pretty impressive for this kind of a vehicle. So here we have the pros and the cons of the Barrage. It has 2 gunners, so it's a unique kind of assault car that it's able to have 2 gunners on it, because, you know, we had the Insurgent with 1 gunner, Technical Custom with 1, the Half-Track with 1, so now we have one that has 2 gunners, and one of them can be a grenade launcher. And another pro is it's good off-road. So it's a good car that'll handle off-road, so if you really wanted to purchase the Night Shark because you wanted an off-road car, get this instead, because at least you have some kind of firepower with it. The Night Shark, the machine gun wasn't really that great on the front of it. It can be used in Heist, so we can't ignore that. That's definitely a plus, because anytime you can use any of these vehicles in Heist, it's a plus. We were never really allowed to use weaponized vehicles in the past in Heist, but now we can. Just if you're going to use this in Heist, just keep yourself at a distance so you don't get shot out, but you can utilize the machine gun and the grenade launcher, especially for missions where you have to drive to a certain location and you have enemies chasing you. And it's not expensive, $1,595,000, but a lot of the upgrades can be expensive if you add it all up together, but the base car itself is not expensive. And the car is very customizable. It has a lot of options on it. I was actually surprised by just how many options it had on available to it. So definitely, if you're the cosmetic guy, you definitely like to make your car look all different and everything, and there's different kinds of appearances that you can have on this vehicle, definitely want to get it. This car is very customizable, has a lot of options on it. And windows, for the cons, windows are not bulletproof, and the window is kind of stupid, and it's not like a full window, but like you won't be, if you put the window on, you can't shoot through the window, and if you have the window on, it doesn't do anything. It just hinders your ability to shoot, and you can still get shot through it. So whatever you do, don't put the window on this thing when you get it, because it's going to be a waste. And another con is that the grenade launcher only has 30. I was worried that this was going to happen, and I was proven right. I tested the grenade launcher, and it only has a total of 30. It should have it unlimited, in my opinion, because there's no reason why something like a tank can have unlimited shots, unlimited cannon shots, but a grenade launcher has to be limited to 30. And the grenade launcher isn't as overpowered as a tank cannon, so I don't know why they're limiting it to 30. And another con, our gunners are exposed. The Insurgent pickup custom at least has some form of protection for their gunners, as do even the weaponized limo has some form of protection for their gunners. This one has almost no protection for the gunners. You can put like a plate on the back of it to kind of protect their legs from getting shot, but still the gunners are really exposed on this. They could easily get shot out, sniped, even in a free aim lobby. And the gunners can be thrown out of the vehicle. So like with the new upgrades to the Insurgent, it's very difficult to throw people out of the vehicle. But this, it's really easy to. All you just need to do is partially flip it, and everybody will fly out of it except the driver. So just be careful in it, and try not to knock your gunners out. But that's definitely a con. And another con is you have to pay to switch the MG, which is kind of really stupid. I don't understand why you have to pay to switch MGs constantly. And another one is that the expensive MG is not the better one. So the minigun is not necessarily the better one. I mean, if you want to put more shots down on the range, the minigun would definitely be the better one for you. But it's not the better gun. Because it's, in my opinion, it's just the regular machine gun can do a lot more damage and can kill a lot quicker, especially blow up vehicles and helicopters chasing you. So that's my review of the Barrage. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We will be doing the volatile next. Let me know what you guys think down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.